Hey everybody, this is Ryan Telgenik from GamesRadar.com, and I'm here with...
My name is Yuri Araujo, and I'm the online community specialist at Capcom USA.
And today we're going to check out Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate on Wii U and 3DS. We are checking out some local co-op right now. Tell us a little bit about how the local co-op works between the 3DS and the Wii U.
So you can play up to 4 3DSs together. So it's a 4-player game, but you can also play with 1 Wii U and 3 other 3DSs, and it works just the same way, local multiplayer, and yeah, it's pretty much no lag here because you don't go online.
Great. So right now we're hunting for our first monster. What is it we're after here?
So we're after Rathalos, and we're at the volcano here. So gonna set up here my. Hopefully I have a cold drink so I can survive the heat. Oh.
Are those your teammates attacking you there?
Yeah. So he'll knock me out of my animations, but won't do any damage because it's solely a co-op game. So we'll try to hunt together.
So that could be pretty problematic then if you're actually facing the monster and your friends are beating you up a little bit by mistake, right?
Well, it can actually be helpful on the other hand because the monsters can put you in a dizzy state, and you know, so your friends can knock you out of it and like just snap you back into the fight. And there's some monsters that can cover you in mud, and your friends can also hit you out of that. So yeah, sometimes can be trouble, but most of the time it's helpful.
And then what kind of weapon class are you using here?
I'm using the hammer, and that's like an impact weapon. So it's very, very powerful, but it's sort of slow movement sometimes. So just gotta be really careful and make like precise hits.
I see. And then what kind of other weapon classes do we have in the game? There are some new ones added to Ultimate, correct?
Right. We have a total of 12 weapons, and I believe 4 of them are coming back from Freedom Unite, which was the previous game that we had in the US. But then they were not in Monster Hunter Tri for Wii. So returning now we have the dual swords, the gun lance, the hunting horn, and the bow.
I see. How do those kind of compare to the hammer that you're using now?
So the dual swords are really fast and quick. They do multiple strikes, but then you have to be careful. You can't block, and the reach is not that far. So you gotta be really close to the monster. So it's very risky. But like I said, you can do multiple strikes and make up for that. The hunting horn is also an impact weapon. It's a variant of the hammer. And what you can do is you can play tunes that can give you and your teammates some buffs, like you know, regenerate a little bit of health or attack up, or some other status effect things. The gun lance is a variation of the lance, and it has those you know, poking moves, but also you can fire actual rounds after that and get very explosive. And the bow is you know, typical bow and arrow. It's a long-range weapon, different kinds of bows and arrows, and you know, a lot of variation there with the ranged weapons as well.
What would you say is your favorite weapon class in the game?
And this one's got to be the dual sword. So yeah, I'm a big fan of striking quickly and stylishly.
Very cool. How many monsters are there to hunt total?
There's a ton of them. I can't recall the exact number, but I would say around between 40 and 50. I can't exactly remember the right number. Looking at it for too close.
Sure. Now, all of the monsters that you'll face in the various hunts, do they typically have a variety of mechanics so that to change up the pace of the fights?
Yeah, this guy here, for example, he'll be flying around, quite annoying most of the time, but he'll shoot fireballs, and then there's other monsters that, like I said, can cover you in mud and snow. There's thunder effects as well that will create like different status effects. Other monsters can poison you, others can paralyze you in place, and some of them can even put you to sleep. So there's a lot of variation on the monster type.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a pretty tough fight. Do you have any tips for people who might be looking to jump into the Monster Hunter franchise for the first time?
So my main tip, as always, is just like know what you can do as far as like movement and attacks for your weapons, and then bring some support items here. You might have seen I try to throw out some flash bombs, not super successful there, but they can blind the monster for a while, and then traps as well. Always useful. Gonna try to set up one now.
Sure. Just looking on the screen here, do we have any indication of how much health the monster has?
Not in terms of anything showing up on a HUD. So how you can tell your monster is dying is that they'll actually give some animation cues. So they might start limping. Some of them might do other things, but so this one, the Rathalos, he's not quite almost dying yet. So he's not. But once he is, he's gonna start limping, or he might start drooling if he gets hungry.
I see. And just to reiterate as well, all the other characters on the screen here are actually playing on a 3DS adjacent to the Wii U that we've got right here in front of us through local play. Thank you, Yuri, so much for the demo, and we'll be checking out Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. When is the release window for this?
It's March 19th.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And be sure to check back at GamesRadar.com for more information on Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate.